Greetings and salutations! Welcome to the Grand Circus. I'm Bajongles. If you like my stuff, make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me over on Twitch at Bajongles1, where I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. I would much appreciate a follow there. Speaking of follow, you can follow me over on my socials, both at Big1 username Bajongles on Bluesky and Tumblr. Much appreciated. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? Let me turn down the volume on my phone. I am doing wonderfully. Uh, I've made a lot of progress on the paper I'm working on, which is great. I've also, uh, for the new just chatting screen, I've done a little bit of mining off camera. But we'll get to that. If you're on the Discord server, by the way, if you want to check out the Discord, uh, type exclamation point Discord in the chat, and you should get a link to it. But if you're on the Discord, then like you may have seen some of the progress. However, I have made a lot of progress since then, so I'm excited to show that and then make some more later today. But that's not what the main focus of the stream is, of course. The main focus is making more progress on the fan art, on the One Piece fan art. Hmm. Water, it's very good. Uh, because like after I finish this one up, it's going to be the one of Higuma and the Lord of the Coast. You know, like Higuma the bear, holding Kid Luffy out on the ocean, on the boat. And then after that, we'll be leaving Fuchsia Village and going to the Marine base, which I am very excited about. Ugh. Actually, no. No, after this, we're going to the Alvida Pirates next, and then on to the Marine base. And then I believe after that is. Yeah, after that is Orange Town, I believe, which is Buggy the Clown, which I'm very excited about. And then Syrup Village, because Nami's there in Syrup Village, which is awesome and cool. And then after that, it's the main four, right? It's Luffy, Zoro, Nami, and Usopp. And then they go to the Baratier arc, and I get to draw some cool shit. And also, the Invisible Iron Pearl is there. More excited about drawing Gin and Don Krieg a little bit, and then after that, I believe is Arlong, which I'm very excited about because there's a couple of characters that show up way later that first appear in Arlong Park. And after that is, yeah, of course, after that is Logtown, which is very cool and awesome. I'm very excited because that's where we get introduced to Smoker and Dragon. And those are a couple decently important characters, Dragon more so a little bit. And then after that, that's the end of the East Blue. So things are really moving along. Speaking of moving along, I should have been preparing the music while I was talking, but I didn't. So here, if my click actually works, is the Outer Wilds music. There we go. There we go. Very cool. Very awesome. Hmm. You know, today I'm gonna try and finish up this piece with Monster, and Whoop Slap and, like, you know, Gyoru and Chicken, right? Like, I want to finish it today. I may not, but that's definitely what I'm planning. Let me actually remove that so I don't accidentally spoil, because I'm very, very excited to show you when it's time. The progress on the just chatting screen. But all this being said, let me pop that back up and then go to art time. Here's the piece as it is currently. Very cool and awesome. And then I will have this be not saturation, I will have this be overlay. Is like the vast majority of the work is done. The buildings are done, the characters are done, the sky is done. What we need to do now is the ground. Which is why I said, I believe that we are almost done. Worst fan art ever. Let me do watercolor fringe. Then have you be larger. This is... I'm slowly morphing from comic book guy to Rod Sterling. What if there was a guy in your closet and he was very scary? This is the Twilight Zone. Multiply maybe? What if it was just normal for now? What if, why can't you just be normal? Yeah, you're gonna be normal. I now have that on my palette, my town palette. Wait, this isn't Pokemon. Oh joy, oh joyest of joys, oh boyest of boys. Alright, and then we have an interesting thing to do. You see, the side is like a stone brick wall like this. But then like there's, you know, dirt. And then there's the dock. But I don't think the dock is actually in view in this image. So it's not super importante. What if I had you be 120 just so that I can... Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm gonna kill you. And there we go. Wonderful. Now what really matters is if it looks good with everything in place. I keep shrinking this brush, and that is very silly. I am a silly, goofy guy. I sure am a silly, goofy guy. I sure hope somebody doesn't, serious kill me. I sure hope somebody doesn't, consecutive serious punches me. That would really suck. Like I said, I want this to be size 120 first. It's kind of interesting that the front of the buildings don't have a lack of grass, so I'm actually going to fix that a little. This is the carry door. Hi, I'm Jim Carrey. This impression is really bad. I don't know how to do his voice because he's just a guy. And that is the silly, goofy part of it all. A yuck, a yuck. This is the Gary door. Oh, what's in there? Gary. Gary is in there. That's so funny that it's like, I'm like, yeah, that's green grass, when that is, if you look at it on the color wheel, let me actually remove this real quick. If on the like actual color wheel, look at that. It's a very dull sort of like a cream yellow. Color theory. I love color theory. Now let me go to textures, because I've been wanting to use a particular texture brush. Actually, I want to use multiple brushes. But first I want to use this one. And I want to change your color. I know what you're thinking. What the fuck is wrong with you? Well, a lot of things. But when it comes to this, I'm very correct. Okay, and this is gonna have to be a bit above this. I actually have to do this very carefully so that it looks right. Welcome to the Roadhouse. I've never actually seen the movie Roadhouse. I mean, I know about steakhouses, but not roadhouses. This grass is very pretty. This is the Gary door. And this is the Mary door. Oh, 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 oh. Am I perhaps cooking? Oh, oh. Local gay internet clown right about something? Weird. Absolutely insane wacko. I'm gonna crop the image now. There we go. I'm gonna have to get back some of the brushes that I had because my critter is a little weird. I'm merely doing this so that I have something awesome. Alright, so I am going to do this. So here's what I'm gonna do with this. Yeah, is I'm actually not entirely sure what I want to do with this. I'm thinking doing a sort of fun texture thing, but I'm not exactly sure about that because this is a bit of work. Like, you know, what about this isn't a bit of work? Huh, this is scary weird. I did that I did that whole coloring on the wrong layer. I need to do it on this layer now. Alright, which is very cool. I can now increase the size of the brush and just sort of go ham. Go absolutely wild. It's wild, Woody. Huh. With I also made you overlay. This doesn't exactly look quite right. Okay, I have a bit of an idea. I'm going to make this darker by just simply blonk. Alright, and then using the lighter gray, like an absolute awesome person, I need you to be much smaller. Maybe even like size 5. And because then I could go like, "Wah," and follow this line here naturally all the way to like there. And then do this. Get rid of this guideline. Me when I'm rich and I'm getting rid of guidelines. You can't stop me, Batman. Oh, by the way, Batman's also real. That's unrelated to this hypothetical of what I'd do if I was rich and got rid of guidelines. What if I was rich and evil? Okay, so I will be having to do more work. r/anti-work is gonna kill me for this. And I don't even have to have that be weird or like overlay. Yeah, there we go. And then I need to have this. I need to have this. I need to like I kind of have to get rid of most things for this. And then turn this on. Uh don't worry, I'll turn everything like back to normal eventually. See, I'm just gonna like draw the blocks manually. But before I do, I regret to inform people I will BRB. There we go. I'll be right back. Sit back, relax, enjoy the music. I will return in but a couple minutes. I've returned. Let me get rid of the BRB text and then we can continue. Let me actually close my stream and reopen it on my phone so that I have much less of a delay because I started buffering right when I left. I feel like these blocks are going to be much more ordered than like this because it definitely feels like they just use basic textures to get the thing across. Right, like just sort of get the idea. And so I am rising to the challenge. If I was smart, I would have done this earlier, but you know, what can you do? Now these top blocks are actually very easy because I already have the guidelines in place. The side blocks are going to be more difficult. First, you internet buffer. There we go. Okay, there's still more of a buffer on my end, but that is fine. Okay. But you know, the side blocks are gonna be more difficult because they're all gonna have to go to this vanishing point. And unlike the, you know, because they're on the floor plane, like, these are easier than these. So, eh. And I am just going to follow the guidelines I've set exactly, even if they do not fit perfect blocks. And they're all like slightly different sizes. That line was just wrong. It is every two. Talk about terrible twos, am I right, Kiff? I really like this sort of back and forth brick like paver design. Like there's a particular like red brick layout sort of thing that I like a lot that you can see like out in Portland. Where like it's 8 bricks in like a square. And then that like have that be tiled. And it's very funny. It's not very funny. It's very fun. It's not funny at all. I'm showing genuine interest in a thing. Here we go. What does this look like if I get rid of this? Good, turns out. Okay, I'm gonna create a new layer with blackjack and hookers. And I'm going to get this layer back on, even though these are not helpful to me. I'm going to... Hello, baby Monter. Baby Monter, my beloved. Yes, I will be doing this for every single brick. Actually not that difficult. I just need to redo that one because I didn't zoom out enough. Still not zoomed out enough. All right, that is fine. That is very aggressively fine line placement. I've done it again. Wouldn't it be fucked up if it was aliens again this time? I'm Rod Sterling. I'd be happy with someone new, but my heart aches for you. Now I'm imagining Lenny Simpsons, like saying that song, but like about Carl. They, I can't see them breaking up. You like my top? Yeah, he seems nice. Just big Carl waves. Thought I'd be happy with someone new, but my heart aches for you. There is there is so much I will need to erase. All right, there we go. And I can also just sort of decide how many how many brick layers there are, which is beneficial to me because I don't know what the right one would be. Like the right amount. I am just straight up not sure. Oh wait. Oh no, I'm still gonna work on the starting soon a bit, like I said. I'm definitely gonna show it off, but I remembered I need to do work on the PNG tuber model for Lego Star Wars. I knew I was making progress on the starting soon screen as a way to avoid doing work on something else. I knew it, but I couldn't point my finger to what I was avoiding. So that's gonna be the main like asset I'm actually working on today, I've realized. Because like I have already been putting a lot of work into the starting soon screen lately. I'm formulating in my mind how I'm going to do the alternating brick. You see, my brain is powerful like that. I can visualize exactly what I need to do, yet not necessarily be able to execute on my plan. Alright, there we go. And I definitely want to have the bricks be like slightly different colors. Just gray is the base. Base? Base on what? What's upstairs? They can't talk. Apartments complex? I think you'll find they're quite simple. A bird flu? Oh yeah, they tend to do that. Alright, there we go. And then I'm actually going to there we go. The really bright yellow hurts my eyes. So here, from this point, I'm gonna be drawing out the lines needed to do the brick that I want to. It's me, Brick Man. I'm gonna brick you. I am best friends and roommates with Brick Frog. All he knows is brick throwing and frog being. Love of my life, truly. Alright, there we go there. For this layer, I'm going to go to like, I don't know, size 500. I'm going to alpha lock, I'm gonna go on to brush, and I'm gonna change that so that I don't feel bad for that not being the final, line art layer. Forgetting the word line art as a streamer who does line art as part of his art. Very good. I do a lot of lines. Welcome to the line art. Then yet another new layer. But this is for the other bricks. Oh wait. Of course. Of course. Now these are useful to me because these are alternating brick rows that I'm doing with these different like line colors. This is very helpful to me. I shouldn't have zoomed in that far, or I shouldn't have stayed zoomed in that far. I was like, I don't know if it'll take until 3 to get this done, and then I realized I forgot this. I forgot the brick. I'm brick clown. All I know is brick laying and clown being. I'm learning that maybe my guidelines are actually good. I mean, be rootin', be tootin', and by God, be shootin', but most importantly, be kind. Be rootin', be tootin', and by God, be shootin'. Most importantly, be kind. I would love if my computer had better ports. Or, like, more ports. Like, I would love just a single more USB port. But one more port, please. You want to know why? Because I have a microphone. I have a Blue Yeti Nano. And it'll be great to be able to use my microphone. But I need to use my mouse and my drawing tablet. So, you know. Oh well. And I could just have this be brown at the bottom here and be like, yeah, that's it. Don't pay too much attention to what it looks like. Don't look at the clown behind the curtain. Don't do it. I may not have zoomed out enough again. Actually, I'm built different. I'm hearing a cat scratching at my door and meowing, but she was in here taking a nice nap. She was cozy, and then she left because she got tired of napping. And by that, I mean, stop being tired. And now I have my door closed because I'm streaming and I live with people. If I lived alone, which I do not feel like I'm capable of doing, fun fact. Friend just sent art. Nice. No, you cannot be in my room. The more I go at this, the more incomprehensible this is, but that's the fun part. I'm still trying to find the proper position to sit at for my mic to sound the best. I think around here is good, yeah? Maybe a little further back. The problem is, this is not comfortable. So if I gooch like that, all right, I sound good. All right, there that is. That's awesome. That's that's awesome sauce with a side of audaciousness, my dude. That was weirdly spot on, considering that was very far away. Thank you, Krita. You know, sometimes I get annoyed by Krita, and then I remember it's actually genuinely one of the better drawing programs. Like legit. And I will now merge all these guidelines together. And then I will make them lower opacity so that I can see through them. And then on the brick layer, I will do the impossible and I will lay bricks. And I will follow the guidelines that I have set for myself. very happy that, like, I'm able to work on art relatively fast. Like, I feel like these pieces are getting done with relative speed, and quality. I went a little too far on that one. Let me take off these headphones, because I actually don't really need those ones. There we go. As I calmly and patiently lay the bricks. Ah. And she's gonna, if I let her in, she's gonna want out, like, immediately, because why wouldn't she? Good. You can't hear her, but I can. Fine, do you want it? You're gonna want out in like 5 minutes. I love you dearly. I hope you know this. Probably not hear me because you're fucking peppers. And I appreciate you. I love you and I appreciate you. One of my genuinely favorite, like, voice acting videos that somebody did, is someone, like, doing the voice of, like, an old southern granny. Just an old southern meemaw. And her just going, I love you and I appreciate you. And I think about you every single day. And it's like, it's so sweet. So sweet. I hope I don't mess this up. Because this is a lot of bricks, and statistically, at some point, I will mess it up somehow. That is just human nature, and not a mark of my quality, as such. I love you, and I appreciate you, and I think about you every single day. And it's true. I appreciate all of you viewers, anybody who comes by. Every time somebody pops up in chat, it just makes my day. I tell you what. It's fun how accurate the different accents in King of the Hill are to like real Texan accents. Like Hank just sounds like a real Texan guy. So does Dale and Bill and even Boomhauer. Peggy, Bobby. Basically everybody. Yeah, I'm liking this. Now I can actually get everything else back up and running. Like so. Where's the sky layer? There's the sky layer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, for sure. Let me stretch just a moment and then get the guidelines back on and we will continue. Splendid. I kind of don't want to do shadows, but I know I have to eventually. Which is fine. It's definitely fine. The ground shadows are gonna be something. I've never been good at those, but I suppose this is where I get my practice in. Slowly, over the course of multiple pieces of artwork, I get better. Because I get better at doing. Hmm. There we go. And then we get this one. And then I lean back a little bit because I was leaning a little too far forward. And then I do this. And this. Take this. Take this. Take this. There we go. And look, we have just one more row. And then after this, I'll make the boardwalk, and it'll be simple. It'll just be like single flat color of brown, I think. And all these bricks will be slightly different colors, so that there is that. There's gonna be a more red brick, a more yellow brick, a more white brick, and then like a more darker brick, I think. I think that's a good distribution of brick color. I mean, considering those are the colors of clay, and also the oldest colors that people have described. Like, usually those are the first four colors to pop up in a language as it's developing. Like, not guaranteed, but certainly very common. which is very interesting. But also it makes sense. And of course you want out. Yeah? Let me scoot that around, yeah. Oh? Okay. You're sniffing at the door. Alright, there we go, and... Bam! Behold! Behold my power! I am King Ozymandias, look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Okay, you for sure want out this time, miss? Miss? You're standing at the door, miss. Hi. Hi, what you meowing at? Hmm? My door opens automatically unless it's shut, so I need to close that. I'm gonna pay attention to you. There we go. Okay, I will be right back. I need to turn off my heater. Because it's been cold. Except for today. Don't you dare get on my chair. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Nuh-uh. I need my chair. There we go. Alright. The heater has been turned off and the heat shall get lower as time goes on. It is like 50 degrees Fahrenheit outside. It's not very warm. Right, there we go. Let me go to... I didn't mean to make that taller. First we should history. Paint, 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 paint. Here's the paintbrush. Paint, paint, paintbrush. Actually not a bad shadow color. And I could just sort of go, oh yeah, for sure, yeah, shadow, that's what I'm doing. And for you, let me actually make it like size 30. This also helps add a little bit of depth to everything. And now let's make you size 60 brush. Oh, wait a minute. Behold. May not look like it's doing much, but it's definitely doing something. Look at that. And that was on the wrong layer. That was on the wrong... that was on the line art layer for the brick. That's fine. That's fine. Is that means on this one, I can have it be darker but also dull? Wrong brush. And sort of just play around with, hold on, I will return. I returned. I have a burger. Also, I remembered. I remembered, and I mean this genuinely. Happy Veterans Day. I hope all you veterans out there are taking care of yourselves. I know our government sure doesn't like to. Hmm. You know, sends y'all off to war, off to conflict, and then once you come home, doesn't take care of you. Hmm. Ugh. Well, I care about y'all and hope you're doing okay. Well, I'm tired. I've been putting in a lot of work recently on stuff. Hmm. Hmm. You know, also, active military personnel, y'all ain't getting fucking paid. Jesus fucking Christ. Hmm. Oh yeah, by the way, the Democrats caved. Um, pussies, losers, spineless, gelatin bone motherfuckers. Hmm. And they chose the ones that are not up for re-election, like, soon, which is fucked. Because that means the ones that are like bad, like the really bad ones, the ones that came Chuck Schumer, you bastard, are gonna stick around even if we get a bunch of good people in office. Hmm. There's, you know, it would be nice if we had ranked choice voting, rather than like, you know, first past the post, because that means that we can have more parties in this country. That would be cool, but until then, I have to work within the bounds of a two-party political system. By the way, bot, I am going to ban you now. I do not want to buy viewers. I would literally much rather like do this without anybody watching than buy my viewers. It's an integrity thing. This burger's really good. It's like a double patty. Mm. Splendid. You know, about veterans, like my grandpa was in the Navy for like 22 some odd years. Because of that, like, we're very lucky that he gets a bunch of benefits. Like, I hope those benefits stick around, because, eesh. And I hope those benefits stick around for, everybody else who gets them, too. You know? Let me save this real quick. This is very pretty. This is incredibly pretty. Like the more I work on it, the happier I am with this, and that is a very, 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 very good sign for an art piece. It's even good when I flip it. Look at that. Like this is good. There's definitely a side like a side that is much heavier weight to it. Almost in like a perfect half too. Like you can definitely tell that. But I like it. I'm liking it a lot. Hmm. Okay, let me do I don't know overlay. Not bad. What if I did you though? That's a good color. Okay. What if I did? Yeah, you're a good brick color too. Splendid. And it even ties in a little bit with the rest of everything, because these are colors that already exist somewhere in here. I may need to do more work on different colors, but you know, that's more than fine. That's cool. That's awesome. Let me get these headphones back on. There we go. Amazing. Amaze balls. Awesome sauce with the side of bodaciousness, perhaps? I morph into Jack Black. Except not a Zionist. And so Tenacious D is still up. As a band and making music. What if I did size 15? What if I turned you into Peter Griffin? Oh, doing multiply also might not be a bad idea. Soft light? Maybe soft light's better. Yeah, maybe. This is definitely what I'm thinking. It's what I'm twinking about. Where I'm from, we call them Potato Jeremies. Where the fuck are you from? All right, there we go. And then maybe just simply. It's quite shrimple, really. Okay, I need you to actually be gray. So that I can have the next one be this red, like this fun sort of dull pinky red color. And then I can have the next one be the lighter gray and then have it all repeat itself. Repeater. Peter and repeater. And then also Retep is there. Uh, I beat him up. And then everybody clapped because that actually happened in real life. That is the joy of this. Not. I, I had an entire thought and only like said the conclusion of that. Let me actually say what's going on. I'm working on the pattern of colors, and then my hope is that they don't exactly line up. So that like things are fun and cool, super cool and fun. And that is the joy of this. That is the fun. Is that like I get to make it fun and different, and I get to base everything off of skills and little techniques that I've learned along the way. I fully believe hmm, I fully believe that if I had not started streaming, my art would not be the way that it is. And I am very thankful for this opportunity to like start streaming. Is that means that my art has been able to form itself in a way that I find rather pleasant. Okay, so I did that one as that. So I'm actually going to sort of do a back and forth. Okay, and so now we do the red. Now we do the red. Oh, I suppose it doesn't matter which direction I went in. So I may just do this. I'm super cool and awesome and know exactly what to do at all times because the clown knows what he's doing at all times because he knows what he's not doing. And he subtracts uh he subtracts what he's not doing from what he is. Alright, there we go. The lack of changes is exactly what it seems like, mein Freund. Mein Freund, Mr. Bonds. I have finally vested you, Mr. Bonds. Oh. Oh. Doing silly noises. I am painting the bricks. So the bricks are actually not this color. This is just using my wacky paintbrush. Uh, Epic Mickey style. It's me. I'm Epic Michael. I should play that on stream sometime. I grew up with Epic Mickey, and like there's the remake, like remaster, going around. I could also play Epic Mickey the Second, which would be cool. I'd like doing that. That sounds fucking awesome. It is because you are fucking awesome. Well, how lucky can one guy be, one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. A fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the head? The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. The fellow said, folks, ain't that a hole in the bone? There we go. There we go. Here we are at the end of the world. Here we are with each other at the end of the world. All the world. Why that color? I no. It's like that one guy. I was like, maybe South Park is the friends we made along the way. It's like, who are you? I've changed the rhythm of this a little bit so that it's cool and fancy. There said, folks, ain't that a hole in the bone? And it keeps spinning. This is just the beginning. This is gonna be a big, beautiful. The gamer said, folks, ain't that a hole in the bone? Even just this one line makes it feel like it's less exactly patterned, which is very cool. I appreciate things like this. Bim bim, this is by the bim bim. I slowly turn into the blobule again. I am the British blobule. I am the British. Of course I can do anything. I'm the British blobule. And then now I will swap. Yeah, and then now I will do this one. Yeah. And then gap, and then the sort of sandy one, and then the darker gray. And then the red brick, and then the lighter gray, which I don't do anything for, and then the sandy, and then the darker gray, and then the red. Amazing. Yeah, and then the gap, and then the sandy. And then I'm gonna sort of flip it around again. So a dark gray. Then red. I kind of don't know. I kind of don't know why I'm putting so much effort into this like brick wall. I mean, I'm enjoying it, so maybe that's why. Maybe the reason why is simply because I like it. And then dark gray. And then red. I feel like doing it the way I'm doing adds for a little bit of pattern that's natural just for like what human brains are want to, they want to do, but not so exact that like it looks weird. Yeah, like there we go. Right, this looks good. Okay, the red, and then the gap, and then this. And then dark gray. And then because of the lines, we are done with that. I look at this. Okay, let's see. Let me start with this, like, darker green, actually, for this. Perfect. Wait, is he stupid? I start with the clumps first, and then go into the finer and finer detail. This is what I should be doing this whole time. There we go, and then I swap to this one with some lighter bits. And then with this, finally, the lightest one. Alright, where is the upper plant layer? There we go. And then again, the lightest color for the herbals TM. Is using stamps like this cheating? Absolutely not. I encourage you to do so as well if you want to, if you want to do this. Like if you want to like emulate this sort of like this sort of grass, then like I encourage it. Behold. Alright, where is the there we go. Alright, there we go. What do you guys think? I'm fairly happy with it. I may do something a bit more. Like just a couple of little touches. And then paint, 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 paint. I remember where all the brushes I need is. You know where they all are. I mean, that's the proper grammar. You got just what I need. Might actually move you. There we go. And low. Apple bottom jeans. Boots with the fur. The whole damn club was looking at her. Bajongles 2025. Let me do my funny. Bigger nose. Wow. Yeah. Congratulations. I know full well I'm congratulating myself. Oh, you won out actually this time. Okay. Love you. Go eat, okay? I got you guys lunch earlier. And remove layer, and then remove layer, remove layer, remove layer. Which one are you? Yeah, remove layer. Remove layer. There we go. Okay. Merge with layer below. There we go. And then merge with layer below. There we are. Amazing. Merge with layer below so that now the buildings are just like that. Then merge. And then merge. I need to merge that with layer below. Merge with layer below. Merge with layer below there. Amazing. Merge with layer below on that. Merge with layer below so that you're like this. And then now I can merge that and it'll be exactly the same. Amazing. And then merge with layer below. File save as. Let me go to desktop. I for images. I is for images. That's where they go. ABCD of GHI. There we go. And then I am going to go with JPEG. Amazing. And now I will go to Stream Art. And then I will do desktop I for images. Stream Art, by the way, is a channel on my Discord. Alright. There we go. Amazing. And then I will go through the posting on socials and such later. I'll do that later. I'm just not just gonna sit back and relax and such. Don't mind anything on there. I accidentally forgot that I have stuff that maybe shouldn't be looked too closely. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Come on. There we go. There we go. Here we are. This is the progress that I've been making on the just chatting screen. Let me scroll out a little bit. Or I just minimize the art background right now. And have chat square up. There we go. Yeah, look at this. This is what I've been doing. If I can file, open recent, and then open this one. This is the current overlay for just chatting. And as you can see, I'm trying to keep as many like design motifs as possible while still upgrading things to be cool and awesome. Let me put the art background back up. Right, like I have the curtains and then the circus in the middle, and then the pillars and like the gradient from like yellow to purple from left to right. I have the same I have the same wallpaper. Completely redrew it, by the way. Like I copied it, right? But I made a new sketch layer of it, and then drew line art based on that. Got new colors in and everything. Yeah, and then after this is done, we'll be starting on the Ringleader PNG Tuber model. And then once that's done, that will go in the middle of this. I'm wondering if I should use it in the interim, like after this is done, but before the other stuff gets updated. Or should I keep like everything the same until it's all done and then do a big wham reveal? Because, okay, this is gonna have to be two different layers in OBS once this is done, of like the overlay and then the circus, right? Because like my PNG Tuber model is gonna be here and sort of behind everything. Because, like, I don't know how big he's gonna be on here. Like, I have a vague idea, and I could probably get away with all this being one layer. But, like, eh. God, there's so much that needs to get worked on for streams to like update everything, and I'm so excited. Is like when this is done, it'll mean that I can check this off the long list of stuff that I have. Let me actually open that up to see everything I have to do. Google Docs. No, I don't need that. Season 1 assets. Alright, so I have the new profile. I have the new profile picture. I have the new banner image, as you can tell. Very cool and awesome. Let's see. I am working on... Yeah, I'm working on the new Just Chatting screen ringleader right now. Okay, so here's all the things I need to get done for season 1. I need the new schedule graphic, which will probably be one of the last things I do. I need to do ringleader PNG tuber with neutral, pointing, thinking, happy, excited, laughing, angry, sad, scared, and disappointed expressions. I need to do clown PNG tuber with all the same. 1800s Explorer PNG tuber, which is a reference to Uncle Traveling Matt, from Fraggle Rock. I'm gonna need to do that librarian. I'm gonna need to do a painter, and then the fortune teller, which the fortune teller is easier because it's just gonna be one expression. And then I need an idle screen, which is the day-night cycle one. I need a starting soon screen, which is the one I talked about with like all the different models, or like all the characters with like their idle animations sort of thing, like popping up at each minute mark of starting soon, like one every minute. Curtain scene transition. Because like, as you can see with this, the curtains are a fairly important design motif. New Just Chatting, the BRB screen, which I want to be, like, have it based off of, rules cards, like, shop in chapter 1 a little bit, but with, like, Bond doing the pose with, like, the wagging finger. And I want the audio to be, like, the Green Room, YTP song, where they did, Pewter Schmidt, with the virtual insanity bit, just dancing, walking, arranging, like that shit. Because like that's very funny. Or I could just have Green Room as like the BRB music. Right, like I could have that. That's for deciding later. That's for deciding later. The Just Chatting screen, which you are seeing the progress of right now. New art screen. New gaming screen. A new Cabinet of Curiosity screen, which is like the 1800s Explorer one. It's, you know, teaching you guys about nature and shit, and like the world around us, which is gonna be awesome and cool once I get to that. The library for the read-alongs. Uh, and then the fortune-telling screen for the fortune teller. Plus, like, stream emotes, I have one taken care of, but I need to work on more. I might actually, like, change that one so that I can, have good emotes. I don't know. I don't know, I'll work on all the emotes. Get those taken care of. A new, uh, have a new follower graphic, which is, like, the ringleader. Then like a new subscriber graphic, which is gonna be the painter, a new gifted subscription graphic, which is the clown, new bit donation graphic, which is the fortune teller, or maybe not. Maybe the bit donation graphic is might be the librarian. That would be fun. Because like the fortune teller is a fun little thing, right? Whereas the other stuff is for dedicated like stream segments. Let me change that to librarian. Librarian. A new raid graphic, which is the 1800s Explorer, and new hype train graphic, which is gonna be. I originally wanted it to be, you know, God on a train, right? But I kind of want to copy Salty Job a little bit and have people in front, like you know, celebrating, like, yeah, hype train, like they're in the front of the audience. That you don't normally see, but now they're standing up being like, yeah, whoa. That'd be fun. And then, of course, VOD thumbnail template and video thumbnail template. Because, like, eh. I need to get to editing again. I have a large backlog now. I think I have a thing today, so I can't start working on it today. And then tomorrow is class, and like I'm gonna want to work on it after class, but then I might not because it's gonna be a lab. It's gonna be off campus. We're gonna be going into the forest, never to be seen again until like it's over. And then Thursday is other stream, but then afterwards I can work. I can do all this like in the middle of things, I suppose. But like I need to fix my backlog issue, and I need to work on thumbnails too. And then once I'm caught up, I'll be caught up, which is great. It's been a bit since I've been working on stuff. That being said, yeah, I'm very excited to keep working on this. That's not what I'm gonna be working on today, even though that's what I said I would because I forgot. What I need to work on now is the Jar Jar PNG tuber. Let me close that. I want to keep this open because after stream I'm going to be working on this. I think because of how early we're getting to this, I want to get as far as I can, maybe end stream at 3 or something. I forgot to get rid of the box. Hold on. There we go. Alright, yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, and then work as much on Jar Jar Binks. You know, when they said Binks's brew, I didn't think it was gonna be Jar Jar. Also, it was just revealed that Marco, like One Piece Marco, his name is Marco Polo, because of course it is. I'm on the Jar Jar brink. Okay, no, I get what I did here. I'm getting what I did here, righto. Dancing, walking, rearranging furniture. Babs is shopping. I let the bird out of the cage. Okay, and then doing this will help me remember what is where. Is I just have to get rid of what is behind this layer, and then it should all fall into place. Remember who you are! Huh. Alright. Merge with layer below. Why did I not have a color scheme for Jar of the Jar? It's fine. 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 I can work with this. I can work with this. I can work with it. Wait, no, I need to do, I need to do, a sketch layer 2. Lois, I'm turning into John F. I'm turning into John Fitzgerald Kennedy. We go to the moon not because it is easy, but because I am hard. I don't need another sketch layer, though, is the thing. Here's the thing. Let me be clear. My fellow Americans, let me be clear. I was a stupid little baby boy. And I didn't leave myself a color scheme to work with when it comes to shading. This is why you do this. I have shot myself in the foot and the ass. This is I learn from my example not because I'm doing better, but because I am making a mistake. A mistake. My my fellow Americans. Turns out Misa Jar Jar. I me Misa Jar Jar Binks. I was the Phantom Menace all along. I I My name is JFK. I was the first. I have seen everything. 5 nights in the White House Ultimate Custom Night. I am the first. I Oh God, Mr. Hippo rambling like Trump. You know, Orville Elephant, great guy, simply the greatest. We went on a picnic we did, and he said to me, he said, "Welcome." the amazing digital circus. Bra da 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 da. Bra da 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 da. Bra da 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 da. Jax fucking sucks. He's my least favorite because he's an asshole and he hurts those around him. Man, like, I don't like Jax because there have been times in my life where I've been like him. And so I'm fully aware that I am looking at this character and seeing a part of myself in him, but in the way that I have grown past it, and so I cringe. Cringing is proof that you grow as a person. Never stop growing. If you look at your past self and you cringe, yeah. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. There's Ragatha, Jax, and Kinger too. 'Cause day after day after day after day after day after day. I really hope that what I do is close enough. Because I was stupid and forgot to give myself some color palette. Oh, you. All right, there we go. And I get to do something fun. A square of different color because I believe that this is a printing guide, I think. Like if I remember right, like this little square there. Yeah. Day after day after day after day after day after day after day. Da 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 da. What would you do if there was a Christian baby in front of you? Would you would you kick a Christian baby for $2 million? This is a reference to something, by the way. I'm not just insane. Like, yes, I am a bit insane, but that's unrelated. It's because I'm a clown on the internet. Like, it's kind of obvious that I'm not all there in certain ways, because I'm a funny internet clown, literally. And there are some things it says about me as a person, but like, I'm not exactly sure what those things it's saying is. Like, could it be something about turning myself into a joke to sort of soften the landing of my genuine messaging? You know, to sort of obfuscate the promotion of my woke lifestyle. Yeah. A woke clown on the internet. I am keenly aware of the social issues that plague us as both a countrywide and international society. I am woke. Now, sometimes do I feel like that is an unfortunate thing? Occasionally, occasionally. Sometimes I wish I was not in the loop. Sometimes I wish I was aware of the loop but free of its consequences. But also, like, the people I care about are also affected by said loop, and thus I have to care. And because I care about everyone on this planet, oh my god. There's some stuff that has slipped past my attention. I don't know everything by a long shot. There is a lot that I do not know. However, I try and keep up with what I can. Day after 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 day. I hurt you today. The only thing I've done. I'm gonna hurt you today with my big strong hand. I'm gonna hurt you. Gonna bury my kingdom of dirt. Keep a little dirt under my pillow for the dead man. But when he comes to town. What? Keep a little dirt under my pillow for a dirt man. But so he won't take me down to his lair deep under the mountain. That's where he likes to keep his dirt. Fun fact, under a mountain, dirt is actually at a premium. There's a lot of rock and stone to the bone, for Carl, so on and so forth, but there's not a lot of dirt. Because again, it's all rock. Rock and stone, or you ain't coming home. Die, worthless crystal! I'm sorry, young Billy, rock and stone, or you ain't coming home. Did I hear a rock and stone? Let me dinky my oiter. A car! Rock and stone to the bone. Now what's the difference between rock and stone? Legally speaking, rocking is more legal than stoning. Getting absolutely knackered. Absolutely smashed. Positively flummoxed, mate. You drank too much, you're absolutely flummoxed, mate. Read between the lines. It says right here. I get to take your liver and kidney and turn it into a delectable meat pie. Man, Radiator Springs is such an absurd name. I I mean, can you imagine a place in real life called something like Liverpool? I feel kinda bad for missing multiplayer Monday. But also I had to study, and now I have like 18 sources to filter through. Like, and just sort of read through for my paper. Sends 30 to 50 feral hogs after you. They're my army. My funny 30 to 50 feral clown hogs. Look at the progress on this, mate. Absolutely smashing. Absolutely smashing. I need to also practice my Scottish accent more. Absolutely smashing. Like there's a separate accent, different accent, but there's also like I don't know where the accent is from, but the one chicken from Chicken Run, that's like always knitting. That's I like knitting. I can't do it, which is why I'm not doing it right. Absolutely destroyed, mate. I really like that voice that I've been doing. It's very fun. Is it? You have to go home, mate. Join the lineup. Absolutely enamored. Alrighty. Stretching my body. My body needs stretching. There we go. Popped like 50 bones that I didn't know existed before today. Oh, he's from Birmingham, Paul. Ringo, why'd you stab him? He was from Birmingham. He was from Birmingham, Paul. We are the Beatles. Oi. Oi, Ringo. That stabbing was absolutely minging, mate. You're absolutely mental, mate. There we go. What happens when you only have a loose grasp of British accents? Some of them start to merge into each other, and it's not right. Ringo, why'd you stab him? It's not correct, mate. Ringo and boredom. No, John and boredom gonna kill you. There's a thing I tried to learn, but I couldn't because I didn't. Absolutely minging, mate. What does that mean? Foul smelling, very bad or unpleasant. No, it works out. No, that's roughly what I was that I was like using it for, is like very unpleasant stabbing. You're absolutely mental, mate. Insane in the membrane. Why not? It's been making progress. Progress. Absolutely mental, mate. What's wrong with you? You've barely had your bangers and mash. Can I just say the name bangers and mash sounds like a very unpleasant food, even though it is sausage and mashed potatoes. Like, there is nothing bad about that. It does not, the name does not sound very good. I'm gonna cut your banger off and turn it into mash. Oh, that's why the little sausages are called bangers. I get it. Now he gets it. We control the balls. You know, it's good to know that racism is alive and well in the year of our gamer 2025. Because Mom Donnie won the presidency. By the way, congratulations once again, Mom Donnie. You are the people's mayor. I appreciate you. Uh, and then people are posting things like, "I guess New York forgot." It's like, because 9/11 never forget. It's like, what the like, the only explanation is Islamophobia, because my man was 7. I forget if it was 7 or 9 when like 9/11 happened. He is not an old guy. Like, what so like, the only reason I can see for somebody posting stuff like that is just because he's Muslim. I guess New York forgot. I was like, you know what New York forgot? Oysters. Oysters used to be New York's like biggest food. Now, do I personally like oysters? Fuck no. Not a big fan of mollusk as a meat. I enjoy them for what they do for our ecosystems, aquatic and otherwise. Like, I'm not a big fan of the taste of oyster or clam or snail. You know, people are like, "Ew, France eating snail, that's weird." It's like, no, it's not weird. It's just not, it doesn't taste very good. They are a shelled mollusk. They're not that different from like clams or oysters in that sense. Also, apparently whale tastes like a mix of beef and salmon, which makes complete sense because they're basically aquatic cows that eat like seafood. You know, cetaceans are ungulates. I believe they're even-toed too. Even-toed ungulates. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, whales are even-toed ungulates. They are close. They are more related to things like hippos and tapirs. I believe tapirs. And like cows and pigs. And then like, you know, your goats, sheep, horses. No, goats and sheep are even-toed too. But like, you know, a deer, horses, that sort of thing. Like they're further away from them. Wait, no, deer are even too. What is odd? Give me a list of all odd-toed ungulates. I keep getting them wrong. Uh, horses, different horses, wild asses, donkeys, tapirs are odd-toed, rhinoceros. Man, it really feels like even-toed ungulates, like what, like just sort of one as far as ungulates go, because they're everywhere, right? Yeah, like yeah, there's giraffes, goats, like different sorts types of deer, pigs, uh, sheep, like goats, cetaceans, camels, you know, hippos, all sorts of things, all bovids. Anyways, we sort of went past the point because I was like, uh, I corrected myself. I learned. You saw me learning live on stream, gang. Let me see. 28. It's a Charlie Post with the keys. Yeah. Man, it would be so good to have an extra USB port and have my mic so that I could have a sock on it as a filter. And gang, we have a few more minutes to make more progress. Because I believe I would like to end this at 3. Not that I'm gonna stop making progress on art afterwards, it's just, you know, I like working on this on stream. I'm gonna leave this as like a blank space, I feel, and then have this be like color, you know, colored in. I think, and then have this also be a gap, maybe, or no, have it not be a gap. But yeah, no, I'll be for Lego Star Wars. I will be trying to get as close to 100% as possible, which is why I'm like splitting it up into episode segments. So like in this sort of game block, is why it's episode 1, and then the next time it's on a block, which will be the next block, it'll be episode 2, and then episode 3, and then episode 4, then episode 5, then episode 6, 7, 8, 9, as it were. And then by the end, it'll be complete, or as close to complete as possible. I may even look at some, like, guides. Thank you, 3 p.m. alarm. I'm actually gonna not end it right now. I wanna finish up, like, this bit of gray, and then I'll call it for the day. Hey, that rhymed! It's like I'm some sort of, rhymer or something. Hey, Bill Murray, it's me, Rhymer. With this progress, Rogers Stadium, albeit with this very cool and awesome progress that I'm making on this, I should have this ready by the time that that Sunday stream is happening. Because if I get this done on Thursday, then it'll be ready a few days in advance. Rogers Stadium. I don't know why that is a vocal stim. I don't like baseball. In the 20,000th inning. It is the slowly dying American pastime, folks. It's a real shame because it's not fun to watch and not fun to play. I will now save my progress. There we go. Ain't it beautiful? I'm happy that I've made a lot of progress so far. I'd like to go back to this, to just sort of ogle at it for a little bit, before calling it, cause like, it's incredibly funny to make a lot of progress on something and just go, so I did a little bit of mining off camera. It's like, god damn. Like, obviously, it's not done. As y'all can tell. Like, I still need to finish the shading on this. I undid the color because I realized it didn't work too well. I still have to, like, finish this up. Then I need a thing up here to denote that this is where fan art's gonna go. Once I actually get to doing that, I know how to do that is the thing. And then over here is chat, as you could probably tell with that. But yeah, no, good progress is being made. And like, as was just seen, the I still need to do the actual shading, right? But like the line art's done, the shading layer has started, the color I can figure out. I really should have made a color palette for it, but I didn't. I forget if I did or not, and if I did, I deleted it. I got rid of the layer for some reason, like an idiot. So either way, El Bozo skill issue. But I can figure that out. Uh, and, like, finishing up this art piece in the relative speed I did compared to the last one is very good, because that means that next week we'll be starting on a new piece, which is going to be Higuma and Luffy in the boat with like the Lord of the Coast. You know, this would make a really good phone wallpaper. Like I'm realizing this is like perfect phone wallpaper dimensions. Right? Like you have the apps up here, in the relative like lack of stuff in the sky. You have like the bottom bar of apps down here. And then at the very bottom, like past the actual image, you have like the bit where it has your phone buttons. And like even if your phone's a loser phone and doesn't have actual buttons at the bottom, but instead it's just another part of the screen, it should still be good. Well, let me actually see how this looks like completely. Like on my phone with the saturation that I have on it. Pretty good. Oh, and I need to actually see. I wasn't looking at my like I was hyper focusing on my chat rather than the actual like visuals on screen on my phone. I did pretty good with the colors. Like there are a lot of times where stuff is a little too saturated. I think that this is just right. At least right now, I think it's pretty good. Ah, boy. There we go. Let me X out of that. And then uh, I will do my ending read now. As I said, I wanted to end at 3, and it's 3:08 now. And I made all the progress I wanted to make today, and now I'm tired. Now I'm eepy. I am become eepy, the goer to eat. It's not sleep time for me yet, but what can you do? But I have been Bajongles. You can find me here on Twitch, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. I would much appreciate a follow. Again, I apologize for not making it to Multiplayer Monday. I got so many sources that I can read through now for my paper. That was like 3 hours of searching for sources after class. It was great. It was very productive. Man, I would much appreciate a follow. Speaking of follow, you can follow me over on Bluesky and Tumblr, both Big Boy Art 1, username Bajongles. And if you're watching over here on YouTube, hi YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. I will start on catching up with VODs soon. On Thursday, we will be back doing, I believe, clown concept art. So I'm gonna say clown concept art. And then after that on Sunday, we'll be starting on Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. And so I am very excited. After stream today, I'm gonna continue more work on the just chatting screen so that I can get that done as soon as I am able. And then hopefully we'll be able to start up on the new PNG tuber model. So with that, it has been a wonderful time streaming. I'm very glad that I got that piece done. Like, so glad. Uh, uh, thank you all for coming. I will catch you all on the flip-flop. Bye-bye.